take a stand, bringing the truth to a fucked up land. We've had enough of the lies and deceit. We're done for good with the toxicity. Oh, hell, thanks, we are the Rabyd Nation. Oh, hell, thanks, we are the Rabyd Nation. Oh, hell, thanks, we are the Rabyd Nation. We are the Rabyd Nation.
All right, and a hearty shout out to all of you in the Rabyd Nation, whether you are a paid citizen, a subscriber tourist, or just somebody looking across the border and wondering whether or not to emigrate to such a wonderful country as the Rabyd Nation, where the official religion is the Fluffalo Fangs, and all of that. Welcome, one and all. I'm your host, Ed Rabyd, former pastor, turned atheist, now a compassionate anti-theist. Welcome to my channel. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. This is Deconversion Hangout. This is, if you're deconverting and you need some help, I am always here for that. I also try to have some sort of question related to deconversion to get things rolling. But mostly it's a running discussion on deconversion and the struggles that people have and some of the things that we overcome and some of the best things about deconversion as well. So you're welcome to hang out, and the question tonight is, to open things, is how do you handle your believing family? So we'll see how that works out. In the meantime, a couple announcements. There is a movie night on Saturday, and this is an image I forgot to load up. What is wrong with me? But yes, there we go. But there's Vintage Movie Night with the Fluffalo Fangs, Saturdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to be a part of that, join the Discord, and we'll have that. In addition, of course, there is the goal in chat. If I reach that goal today, we will wear whatever hat has been chosen by the poll. The Irish St. Patrick stuff will last until tomorrow's stream, which is my birthday stream. It's not actually my birthday on the 20th. That was yesterday, but I didn't really feel like I had a very busy day on my birthday, so I just didn't want to do a stream, and I couldn't really take off work. So I'm going to do it this Saturday, and we'll celebrate my 57th trip around the sun riding on planet Earth. So there's that. Let's see. Who do we have tonight? We have the cranky Elder Gods. The Elder Gods have sent their envoy. Rimmer is here. Blossom is here. Martin. Nathan. Welcome, Nathan. God equals the square root of 1. One of the best names ever. I'll answer that question in a minute. Hi, Triple E. Good to see you. Yeah, so there we go. Let's see. So the opening question, of course, that I had on Deconversion Hangout is, how do you handle your believing family? I asked that for a couple of reasons. One, I have my own questions about this. Like I still struggle with this particular issue, especially when there's crises or various things that happen that can be religious. They want a religious overtone to certain events, and I don't. So there's that. So it's not just a question where I'm trying to give advice, because I sometimes struggle with this myself, but also try to get some. So let's see. I figured out whether any of my believing family. My brother is the Christian Democratic Party, so there's a chance. But that seems a little strange. Yeah, it's not my birthday. Not today. That was yesterday. I'm celebrating tomorrow because I want to relax. I don't want to be rushed by having to go to work. So points for the almost Robin Williams reference. I was just watching Robin Williams and all those scenes in Good Morning Vietnam where he does the radio parts. They're hilarious. Yeah, there you go. Dead Poets Society was a good one too. Since I saw, that's a good one. Robin Williams, good entertainer. Good entertainer. Yeah, it's hard to get into now when you get older. I get it. See, I generally don't debate my family. I talk about other things. Debates turn into identity projection games. So I say, let's agree to disagree. Luckily, my parents aren't in the more culty branches. Yeah, that's like it. The family issue can always really depend on whether or not your family is really into the religion or not, or that's just something that they do. Like if you have some nominal Christian family members that just go to church, it's usually not a problem to say, yeah, I don't believe anymore and I'm walking away. Well, let's see. Um, the dumbest time to be alive as a U.S. citizen. I'm not sure that this would qualify. I guess I know my history too well. Like there seems to be like there were several times in our history where people really believed and followed a bunch of dumb things. But I do get it. It does feel like it's a little bit crazy right now, and I get it. Like I'm not thrilled with what's gone on in the last few months because none of it is anything I wanted. So yes, I agree. It's a very dumb time to be a U.S. citizen, but I'm not sure it's the dumbest. I mean, so there's thanks some. Yeah, I struggle with it. Like my family aren't hardcore. It's more like tourism. My sister takes my nephews to summer Bible camp just to get out of her hair for a bit. Yeah, it's like churches do a lot of free babysitting type things, don't they? Like, and so parents like, yeah, go away. Here, go play at go play at Bible camp. you know, go do this. Go to vacation Bible school for 4 hours a day. Like it's there's a lot of that, and so on the one hand, I can get a parent that's kind of nominal, just wanting to get rid of their kid for a while. On the other hand, you're sending them to Bible camp. Like, so, yeah, I know. When you really think about birthdays in different ways, Triple E, they can be really actually quite astounding. And I've occasionally heard them mention the devil as a result of this and my temptation to challenge them, but instead I just ignore it, which I guess is a third option between encourage to condemn. Yes, I mean, you can't ignore things. I have often ignored things with my family. Like that's my go-to response a lot of time is ignoring stuff. So Blossom, it's that's a perfectly reasonable option because I've said it before. Do you want to be right or do you want to have good relationships with your family members? And sometimes you have to kind of tote that line. Now, if it's a serious issue, yeah, something might have to be said. So you'll ignore your family as much as possible. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Ignoring, so and joining in the war by choice with America ranking high right now. yeah. I'm not sure this one's flying very well, Martin. Like one of the commenters said that I read said, "Let me get this straight. You spent the last year insulting NATO leaders, and now you want their help in a war that you started without consulting them in the first place." Do you know how human beings work, Mr. President? So yeah, it's like it's one of those things. I'm just not the last thing I wanted as an American citizen this next 4 years is a war of any kind. Like no military actions, no wars. I'm just tired of it. So I've been, I've been watching my country a long time. It's like we always got to have somebody to fight. And I just want us to get over that. So I love discussing theology. I get lost in apologetics with my Christian nationalist brother. Been sharing a lot about things about it. He understood it, reject it. He is slowly adding, okay, there must be some more to this comment somewhere. Adding concepts like Canaanite pantheon versus Yahweh. He went from believing that a God told you to kill some, it was good, and we'll laugh at that now. He thanked me for helping his perspective. Yeah, see, you can have good, constructive conversations with your family. Like it's a good step forward. I was just like watching, it was Holy Kool-Aid just did a thing about how the conquest of Joshua couldn't have been what it was because there just wasn't enough people inside of Palestine, the Levant region at the time, and it was being administrated by the Egyptians. So it's like you just can't have the Exodus. It just doesn't work, and you just can't have the conquest of Joshua. There just isn't enough people. And that's pretty damn good evidence against Joshua actually being a real thing. So having that discussion with somebody that's a little bit more into the Bible and trying to figure it out, yeah, you can do that. So, yeah. My brother lived in San Fran for a year, and the first thing he said when he came back is that he had. Also seems strange for a married gay to be in the. Okay, there you go. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, McCarthyism was a pretty stupid time to be alive too, like the Red Scare and all that stuff. Um, some Christians get really incredulous with me, and I tell them that under God was not always inside the Pledge of Allegiance, and that was a 1950s thing. And you have to go show them that that's the case, that before that there was no like under God in the Pledge of Allegiance. They get bad with that. Go play in traffic. Hey, Evan. Good to see you. Slowly working on restoring balance to the fluffle. There you go. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, well, you're not wrong. Actually, my IQ has dropped 20 points since I was in high school. Okay. I think most Christians want child-friendly service, either for easy indoctrination or they're kind of open. The problem with Kit is he just creeps me out. Like I don't deal with him, and I don't usually react to him or try to debunk him or anything like that, because my real problem with him is like, dude, you're creepy and you have creepy friends. Like, I mean, the only thing that eclipses it in some ways is the Epstein files, but but yeah. Yeah, it's not North Atlantic War either. So there you go. Sure, it wasn't real life, or like Veep or on HBO, like Trump was a fictional character. I would love him. It would be so damn funny. I thought about that. Like, if this was like a reality TV show where Trump was just pretending to be president, that you might have a point, because that would be great entertainment. We'd probably love the guy, but it's not. So, yeah, it's not just he doesn't understand diplomacy very well. Like you're not trying to make enemies, and you don't make friends by insulting them and threatening them. Like it's like, if you want good alliances and good coalitions, you build that through trust and goodwill, and he just doesn't do any of that. So so Satire's dead. Skilled recently. Well, that's sad. It's hard to say. I don't know always like what Joe did, but I at least like the fact that he wasn't in the news every day. Yeah. He asked me to explain it as traditional Catholic, traditional white. My brother and I, this person in the family, I actually think it's him. My dad gets spooked. He says, "You surpass me." Okay, there you go. See, Triple E, you're getting good comments from your family. That's a good thing. Yeah, it was a propaganda move. Like when I read the first 6 books of the Bible now, like all the Pentateuch and Joshua, it's like it's all propaganda. Like they didn't know. Okay. Um, you have a bunch of Iron Age writers writing about the early Bronze Age, and they just did not know that a lot of these things just didn't exist. Like the fact that they put iron chariots in the story when they shouldn't be there. How did they have iron chariots? So, but yeah, it the real issue with the Exodus, the real issue with the conquest of Canaan is like there is so much technology mentioned that just isn't available in that age. And when you do the actual archaeology now, it's like, no, these towns were small. They maybe had 500-600 people. Jericho had like 900 people. Like none of this matches what archaeology is saying. So, and they didn't know that. They're writing in 600 BC about events 700, 800 years in the past. Of course, they're going to make a lot of mistakes because they assumed that things were the same and they weren't. So, Tangy, good night and good luck. Yeah, it's a great movie. I remember watching that one. Been a while though. Operation Epstein Fury. Makes them go, isn't their belief is when they inquire about mine. They are sincere when they share concern about hell. I can't force belief. They still show care. I'm lucky, I think. You are lucky. The fact that you have a good family that like still backs you, I'm lucky too in that regard. I have a family that still loves me, cares about me. I care about them. We have our issues, of course, but yeah, it's like I said. I think you can talk about your unbelief in the context of a good family with your family if you have that good relationship. So, yeah, it really shows that you can. To me, it's always been easier to talk to people when you have a good relationship with them and you can actually have a discussion. So there you go. But yeah, I think that's probably one of the. Yeah. Hey, Kyle. You don't get friends by offering people cold McDonald's. No. Reality killed the satire star. There you go. Okay, the weird thing is, okay, I've never done business, but I assume there are more similarities than not between political diplomacy and is this how he did business with people? I don't think so. See, the thing about Trump, okay, is he's changed. Something flipped because this second term isn't like his first one at all. In his first one, he seemed to be a little bit more what I would call business savvy to an extent. He wasn't insulting his enemies as much like he does this term. Like if you go back and look back and forth, they're very different. And I think it's the losing the election in 2020 and he can't believe that he lost. He's just a very poor loser. And then, because he's got this egotism to him, bordering on megalomania, like he does no wrong and everybody else is the problem. So I don't know. I don't think he did business like this before he ran for president. No, I don't think so. Because I think he knew he thinks the presidency gives him power to just tell people whatever he wants to. And I'm beginning to worry about his mental state, to be fair. I worried about Biden's and I'm worried about his too. So I really wish we'd elect a president that's a little younger. Or that you can expand understanding by adopting things I've learned, but I truly don't want to force ideas into their head that would make them sad before they choose. Yes. Very well done, Triple E. The thing with discussions of deconversion is let it marinate. Let them simmer on it. Let them think about it. Your whole point is to just bring up points. Okay. Tell them why you think what you think, why you don't believe, whatever, but then let them think about it. Like you will never force anybody to change their mind on this subject. They have to make up their own mind on it, especially if you want to avoid the thing of like atheist indoctrination or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, you don't want that. Hey, Michael. Yeah, there were many towns that were unoccupied at the time. Like that's one thing I was glad Holy Kool-Aid brought up. Like he literally brings up the fact like when Joshua was supposed to be attacking certain towns and destroying them, yeah, they didn't have any people in them. Like that's what the Joshua account and the archaeology do not match up at all. And you can play with the date even, but there's like a couple hundred years there where the whole Levant is like very sparsely populated and administrated by the Egyptians to make sure they can get their trade goods through, but there's not a lot of people there. So it's just, yes. Yeah, I think the only reason I miss Biden is it was a lot quieter and a lot peaceful. Like he wasn't trying to he wasn't threatening everybody and trying to take over Greenland and Venezuela and blowing stuff up. Yeah. Same thing where there are varied levels of technology was called into question the true author, true origin of the writing. Yes, that's exactly what happened with that too. The Iliad, the Odyssey, and all that stuff, because you definitely have to see somebody writing in that time a couple hundred years before what they're talking about, after what they're talking about, and they think the technology level is the same, and so they write that in, and that's exactly what happens in Joshua. They're writing in 600 BC, so they put iron in it. Well, back when the contest to Canaan would have happened by Joshua, there wasn't a lot of iron. In fact, there was probably none. Okay, it's a Bronze Age. We call it the Bronze Age for a reason. So, but they mentioned iron and all this other stuff, and it's like, no, they couldn't have had that. And then you start looking at the archaeology of towns, and there's just not enough population for it. So, well, yeah, like I can recommend that video by Holy Clea. It's like his latest one on how biblical history fails. Because he goes into that too. Like they go into, and there's another video. He has an interview with a professor very recently too, where he goes into how the problem with a lot of biblical archaeology stuff is they assume the Bible is true. And so any archaeology that doesn't reaffirm the Bible, they discard. And it's a very dishonest way of doing scholarship. So, yes, but you bring up a valid point, actually, Michael, because that's kind of the problem. So, so. Your mother had a bad day and came to the conclusion that God is malicious. That's a good start. She should read her own testament. It might get confirmed. So, there you go. I believe you shouldn't put people over profit. Are these my beliefs that people want to know about? Yes. Yeah, I mean, you can talk about that. Yeah. I would agree with you, Crank. I think the people around him in his first term, that he picked them based on expertise a little bit more. These are just political cronies that he put in positions of power because he owed them a favor. It's it it. I mean, come on, RFK Jr. Really? Come on. Oh yeah, I think the files are killing him. It's killing him with his own people too. That one wasn't good for Republican support. The Epstein files are still cropping up. Yeah, there's an argument to be made that he always bullied people. Like he was always like, "This is what I want. You better give me what I want, or we're not doing business." So we offer thoughts and prayers. Okay, Mark. Is that silly to care about their beliefs because something? I don't think it's silly to care about people's beliefs. Like I've taken that stance on this channel as a former believer, Triple E, that I don't think people are stupid because they believe certain things. Like they may be very intelligent people. Maybe their religion works for them and offers them solutions to certain problems. And as long as it's not harmful to others, I guess I don't really have a problem with it. I still think you're wasting your time. Like you're offering up energy and stuff to stuff that isn't going to actually help you. But being sensitive to what people believe isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like we see this all the time with some of the theists that come here. They're not really all that sensitive to what I understand as an atheist because they'll come in, they'll accuse us of you atheists don't have morality or atheists are stupid or, it's like, you have to respect them as people. Like that's that kind of tactic. And I always ask, like, how do you think that's going to work? How's that supposed to persuade me of anything? And the same is in reverse. Like if you're going to talk about faith and why you don't believe anymore, yeah, I think you need to respect, their beliefs. And then you also point out, well, if this is the God you serve, why the genocide? Why the slavery? And often those are very uncomfortable topics, but at least you can have that discussion. So that's better. So yeah, it's the nature of the topic. So you can figure it out. played slippery when wet far too often. Okay. I really I don't know. I didn't have a social media plan. Just delete the Twitter, never bring it back. I like it. See, I want administrations that just basically understood that the real office of the presidency is to enforce the existing law passed by Congress and to prevent bad laws from having place thanks to veto power. Like, sometimes the mob does stupid things in Congress and they put a law across the president's desk and he just needs to say, nope, stamp that veto stamp and send it back. To me, those are the two things that the president should do: enforce existing law, which is kind of what they're supposed to be doing, protect the nation, that sort of thing, and veto the bullshit. But too often now, I think Rand Paul said something about this. He said, this Congress has no backbone. Like it has no will of its own. Like there's nothing, and that's Johnson's fault. Speaker Johnson is a limp noodle. So not what I thought he was going to be. So yes, it calls the Exodus into question. It would have been all of Egypt, yes. That's another thing that the apologists don't like. Like you point out to them, like you do realize that's the entire population of Egypt, right? So, I once debated my dad, and I cannot support someone who is a potential pedophiles. He said God chooses imperfect people, and I'm thinking God chooses pedo to do his bidding. Yes, like they don't. You got to understand, Nathan. They don't really think about their conclusions sometimes. Like when you're in a cult of personality, and this is my political science degree coming out, thinking about your position isn't the greatest. Like I warn people of don't be so enamored by a single person that you can't think for yourself. Like there were a lot of people, questioning and being a skeptic of everything is a very good thing. Doesn't mean you can't function and believe some things, but it's people get into the mindset where no matter what a person does, they're perfect. You'll see this with fandoms too. Like if you have somebody who's a fan of a certain star or starlet, no matter what they do, they're perfect. And that's the real problem. Like if you get into that mentality, you're in trouble because that mentality can lead you a lot of different directions. We see it in religion, but you also see it in politics. You see it in entertainment. You gotta, this mentality of, God chooses imperfect people. Imperfect, that I wouldn't use the word imperfect. You're saying immoral. Like I would use the word immoral. Toward people who think of more mundane history sounding claims are true, but those who actually think that was the flood or Jonah into the whale, how do I talk to these people? Very carefully. I used to be those people. So I think you need to realize that you can't maintain strong emotions all the time. So you can say stuff to them. They'll get mad about it. But they'll think about it. Sooner or later, they'll think about it. But like the flood and Jonah entered the whale, yeah, those are like, do you really believe that? So why don't you believe like all these other stories in mythology? So even the world has no traces of the Exodus. Actually, folks on the religion and culture, yes. Yes, they quote David a lot when he does evil. Yeah, well, I think there's a great deal of difference between having an adulterous affair with Bathsheba and pedophilia. I'll just say it. So, although when you consider the ages of marriage back then and stuff, it's a little bit different. Like people got married young, but then again, they didn't live very long either. So, the average life expectancy wasn't a great thing. So, Home has always been if you're otherwise smart, dedicated, believe something that isn't demonstrated, it doesn't honestly false harms your own critical thinking abilities. Yes. But at the same time, I think people can understand what you're saying about it. Like I think I guess I can mention Holy Kool-Aid again. The reason I like him and the way he does the archaeological thing, he's not talking down to anybody. He's just bringing up points, and he asks good questions in his interviews and things like that. I heard in one of his videos, like he's thinking about getting a master's degree in archaeology so that he has a little bit more credence talking with the scholars in that field. And I find that very admirable. But one of the things he has always done is he doesn't talk down to people. He just kind of asks questions. I think Paulogy and many of the other successful YouTubers, that's what they do. Like others are a little bit more bombastic, like Aaron Ra is very bombastic about this stuff, as some of his recent videos will tell you. But yeah, it's how you talk to people. People can critical think. You can pull them out of that mire, Evan. I mean, it's work. Like, I don't expect if a theist shows up today that I'm going to convince them to be an atheist in 5 minutes. It's just not going to happen. And I'm not really sure that that's what I want to do. I just want them to question their own faith and come to their own conclusions. And so getting them to, is that thinking right? That's probably a better approach. So, I feel like there's so much potential wasted in America without proper leadership. What a waste. What do we work for collectively? All as one, or one for all, only for one? Nah, none. That's a good way of putting it. I don't know. See, the United States used to be about this, like, at least ideologically, it's supposed to be about everybody acting in their own freedom, because liberty in and of itself is a good thing, and liberty will lead to better things for the nation. But I'm not even seeing that. Like, you got to be careful with, like, collectively getting behind a leader too. Like, that's led to disaster for several nations. So, but just living up to our ideals would be nice. Like life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, letting people pursue their own happiness, let them walk in their own liberty, like the ideals there. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I mean, you have to be sensitive to your family's reaction and their anxiety levels. Like, I want them to be sensitive to mine. So that treat each other like you want to be treated thing does kind of work there. Like, I consider that a secular ethic that religions all over the world have stolen, but Jesus should be celebrated. I think so. I think so. Yeah, the my only problem with Rand, like, I agreed with what he said, but my problem with Rand is, like, sometimes you just, dude, get out of Trump's ass. Okay, like, when I remember when he said, like, he's still the best president in his lifetime. I'm like, are you serious? So, but yeah, there's things though that the guy says that I agree with. Like, yeah, this is a do nothing Congress. It hasn't really done anything. It just sat there waiting for Trump to do something and then rubber stamped it, or so. Which David Koresh. Oh. My dad severely believes we live in a snow globe made of solid oxygen and ice, holding up water. He shows me old conspiracy videos. We have fun talking, but part of me gets really tired. Yeah, that's probably pretty tiring. Because if you're like, I think we had it to come up in one of the streams earlier this week about flat earthers and all that. And somebody was trying to make the correlation between how people who don't believe that Jesus is historical are kind of like how people that believe in a flat earth. And I think you might want to flip that around. Like, I think the burden of proof issue for the existence of Jesus might be more akin to flat earth. Like, the people that believe Jesus existed, that side of the coin might be a little bit more difficult. But yes. And so, yes, but yeah, I get it. Like, it gets tiring. Like, the theist, this is the most strictly moderated stream of the week. You got to be a subscriber for 20 minutes, and it's all to keep out that. My mods don't have any patience today. Like they just don't. So there you go. But yeah, the idea of even pre-ordering a video game is an example of giving a company too much grace instead of waiting to see if it's good. Well, I've liked them for 20 years now. Yes, that's kind of that. See you later. Hey, good to see you, Justin. See you in a bit. Hey, John. Well, I'm not saying you can't, just for a while that they're stuck in it. It's like quicksand for the brain. You can get out of the quicksand, but it's difficult. Difficult to tell you what to do. Yes. It's the art of having a good conversation, Evan, with them. With my family, it comes up from time to time, and it's usually my mother who brings up something at church or something like she teaches a Bible study, and she'll bring up something she's teaching at Bible study. And I'm thinking to myself, Mom, you really don't want to talk to me about that. And her birthday's coming up too. Like hers is the 28th. So she's going to be 85. So, and I'm like, oh, Mom. And I'm not even trying with her because I know her faith gives her meaning. Going to church is something that she gets up and does. It gives her some sort of sense of purpose every day now. So it's like, I don't want to take that away from her per se, but there are days I wish she wouldn't talk to me about the Bible because I'm like, because she was talking about Joshua, and I'm like, probably didn't happen, Mom. So, because they don't understand why I'm an unbeliever, and it's because of studying all this stuff. Like when I came to the painful conclusion while I was still a Christian that the first 5 books of the Bible were probably junk, like they were made up mythology. That was a hard moment for me in my faith. And now I know, a couple years later, I was studying Joshua and the archaeology. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's probably shit too. And so later on, when your family starts talking about this stuff, I'm like, do I mention that they should go to certain studies and take a look? So, but with my mom, I don't think she's going to change too much. She's gotten to a point in her life where it's very hard for her to do so. Yeah, trying to be a Christian if you can until you move out. Yeah, that's one way. Like if you live in a very fundamentalist denomination where there's heavy duty consequences for apostasy, yeah, absolutely. Pretend, and then when you can walk out, and then stay out. Okay. Yeah, when I was approaching deconstructing, my friends didn't influence the direction of my thoughts. No, not really. I mean, they can give you information, but they don't always do it. I think that's saying to those under the law, I won't cause them to stumble in their own law. That's a rich fight for many people's beliefs. Yeah. So go with terrarium. Let's get the technical language right. Actually, I think there is some mythology. Like, there's a lot of mythology that has this like volcanic stuff versus the frozen glacier stuff. So there's that. Hey, Robin, good to see you. I will wait till he's elevated. Okay. Herbert Day. My mom is 80, and I wouldn't want to take that away. I thought about it though, and if she gets on her deathbed, I may lie to her and say I'll go back so she dies in peace. Yeah, it's a hard one, Robin. Oh man, I'm with you. Like I am really thinking this one hard because the problem with my mother's side of the family is they live forever, and I'm sitting here talking about how she's going to turn 85 in a few days, and I'm thinking to myself, but she could live another 10 years. Like, so, but it's like, it's a hard one. It's because I know in her head, she wants me to be back in Christianity. Like she worries about her son not being saved and worries about her son, not knowing the truth. And it's like, the problem is, I want to say to her mom, but I do know the truth. Like I do. So yeah, her issue with me is like and she doesn't have a bad motive. Like she's not trying to make me a bad person. She genuinely feels that I am not going to heaven. And I feel you there, because what if she does get on her deathbed and she wants me to come back to Jesus? What do I say? Like, what do I say to her? That's a hard one, because right now she's still in pretty decent health. She got her issues. She didn't get around as well. And, she forgets things and repeats things, but, it's not anything serious. It's just, what do I do? That's a real tough issue. And with older parents, like I'm struggling with that one too. So I'm with you, Robin. I don't know what to do there. I leave these questions open, not because I have answers, but this one's a hard one for me because I'm still wrestling with this one. So I get it. Oh. Fangs is the patron rabbit of trolls of the internet. I don't know. Is there a relationship between rabbits and trolls in mythology? That would, if you could find a rabbit story that's also a troll story, you might have a basis for that fangsology. Like I don't know my mythology well enough to say that, but if there's a rabbit story that's also related to trolls, yeah, you might have something there. So, and my dad's a deist at best, and if I talk on those other topics, yeah, I mean it's like anything else. Yeah. Thanks, Martin. Appreciate it. My favorite donation, by the way, 666, always. Yeah, she's her family history on her side of the family is legion. Like the men in that family live into their 90s, and the women in that family live into the average of a very high 90s. She's had two aunts that have lived in become, like, one was 104 and the other was 102. So I don't look at my mom as dying tomorrow. Okay. And I'm hopefully caught some of that longevity. My one uncle seems to, because he's getting close to 80 some too. So he's like 79, and he's got some health ailments, but nothing serious. So yeah, I wouldn't do it now either, Robin. So, but I hear you. I definitely hear you. I'm an emotional wavelength with that one. So thanks to the Father, Jesus, and Jesus are technically one God. Does that make fans the Father of Yahweh? We could do that. If you get me to wear the Holy Bunny hat, I can make that canon. If you want. Like I can create another story, Cranky. Like I can meditate on Fangs' lore, and I can come up with where, somehow in the party barn, this is what happened. But, it could have happened. I guess Habermas has been doing. Oh, speaking of Habermas, yeah, that's my next video. Like I've been working on this video for months, but I'm definitely going to finish it up this weekend. So it's kind of like I've commented on Paula Geo's stuff with Habermas. I've made some streams about Habermas, but I've never actually like took on the minimal facts theory as a whole of Habermas. And I think I'm going to try to get like a 25 minute video on that. So the Fangs guide our interactions well. Fangs is a prankster. Thanks, Cranky. Appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Something I've considered saying to my brother if he tries to reconvert me. I'll pray to Jesus, acknowledge I don't believe, but if he has real pigs, forgive me, but please forgive me, but that's going to be a vibe. Yeah. I tell my Christians I'm not worrying about me because you're basically condemning me to hell with that statement. So I'd rather not hear that from you. Haven't heard them say it. Yeah, like I do shut down stuff like that. Like I haven't had that happen, but I would definitely like, well, Dad, we're worried about you going to hell. I'd be like, there is no hell to go to. You might want to prove that there's a hell there first place, and a God for that matter. you're kind of jumping ahead. You think trolls eat rabbits? No, yeah, Fangs is Yahweh's dad. You knew it. It's Yahweh's dad too. I'm your daddy now. Yeah, several times actually. Like, and he always regrets it. So I no, it's just I have never done a video, Evan, on the minimal facts theory as I see it. Like, just my viewpoint of it. And plus, there's a lot of things that happened last year with this whole thing that I kind of want to sort of put a bow on, but still leave it open for further because the one thing I know about Habermas is his book is coming out in June, the fourth volume, where it's all his thoughts about the resurrection. So, yeah, I'm not. I know that this is going to come up again. Something's going to happen, and I kind of want to get a video out there of here's your problems with your theory, and yeah, because I kind of got involved in it before I was able to do that video, and I'm like, if you're going to feel bad for him, I wish I could. I really wish I could. Um, I feel bad in the sense that he's lived his entire life defending a delusion, in my opinion. I feel bad for him in that respect. But on the other hand, he knows there's a bunch of criticism about his book, and he's still running with it and making money. Now he's not making as much money as he thought, I think. But, so because he's had me, Paul, and a few others, and now a lot of Christians too are like critical of his work. So yeah, so it's interesting. Is the voice it's in Fangs' head, but Fangs got the control. Hey, Jackie. Oh, has the minimal intelligence theory. But I've wanted to do a sort of scholarly view of his minimal facts theory and why I think it's worse, very, very worse than even Paul's minimal witness theory. So his minimal witness theory is actually a very valid theory compared to minimal facts. So I don't know. Shrek troll. See, even I would accept that. Like, is there a rabbit? Any of the Shrek's series? Does a rabbit show up? And how does it interact with Shrek? The troll sides. I would accept that as lore, valid canon. Oh, so the guy that, if I still believed in karma, I'd say that's what it was. That does happen. Dale. I haven't seen Dale in a while. No. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, sometimes I don't get the puns. But yes, now that I see it, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I should have said like 20 or 26-minute video. Shouldn't I? What's a Habermas? Here, I got to find the image. I don't normally keep this one queued up. Here. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want that. I want this one. Because, Earl does good work. But yes, this guy. Yeah, here we go. I'll even put the one with Real Seeker in it. I mean, Rancor Seeker. No, I had a big fight with. Well, I should explain, I guess. Like, you know what? I'm going to take my minute break, and then I will give this explanation. I'm going to take a couple minutes off here to kind of grab a quick break, and everybody can. But I like to reminisce about this one because it's one of my finer moments on the internet. So I'll see you in a couple minutes. So I don't want to start telling this story and get too far into it. So just a couple minutes, and I'll be right back. All right, and I'm back. All right. Here I need before I begin the story, um, I need a more appropriate picture for this one. uh, because this goes way back a little bit. Here, let me open this one. There we go. All right. This is the pictorial mural saga of Apologia, the Rabid Atheist, and Habermas, and Rancor Seeker. So, so there you go. Hey, Earl, I'm about to tell somebody wanted to know. A few people had been away for a while, wanted to know the Habermas saga. So I'm pulling up your wonderful artwork again. Um, good to see you, though. Yeah, don't worry about it. Uh, Everybody loves you, and I'm putting on some of your best artwork right now. Although I'm sure you're looking at it and thinking to yourself, I could do better. Um, so, but yes, um, basically, I think this kind of started um, because I was reviewing Paulogia's stuff with Habermas live. I was doing like some of his videos and going through them and like backing them up because one of the complaints against Paulogia, Paul Entz, is that he doesn't have any scholarly credentials. So what in the world is he doing this like minimal witness theory? Who does he think he is? And so I I said, listen, Paul, I'll back that up. Like, if you need some scholarly backup, I've got my bachelor's degree in Bible and I've got my master's degree in theology. I'll back that shit up because I think it's a valid, like his minimal witness hypothesis is pretty valid to me. I mean, did it actually happen that way? Don't know. Probably never will. But I said it's a perfectly legit natural hypothesis. And then he kind of included that in some of his videos. Paul did later. And then I got this visit from Real Seeker, who is a friend of Habermas and backing him up. And, over time, this became like a little bit of a mini thing. And Paul would put me in his videos and I would review stuff. And the problem was I was thinking about doing a video on minimal facts at the time. And I'm like, well, this is kind of taking my time up with this. So there you go. Yeah, see, I'm telling you. And so it ended up being like this saga for like a couple of months where we were going back and forth, and the guy Real Seeker behind Habermas there was giving me shit about like all I asked for was a couple of sources. Like he was saying, oh, we're getting criticism from PhD level scholars about some of the stuff we wrote in volume 3 and the fact that it doesn't prove the 90%. And I asked for the names and they wouldn't give me the names. Oh, we're not giving those names. We don't want to cause controversy. And then when they finally did give me 2 names, it was guys that couldn't have been critical of this volume 3 because they had done their stuff before it. So, yeah, yeah, I was a drama queen last year. That's probably true. Um, but yeah, it blew up into this thing where you could tell Habermas was addressing Paulogia and me, but he would never say our names. Um, and I'm sitting there telling them about stuff, and I'm like, I don't understand why a scholar would have problems listing off like critics of him. And then Real Seeker also accused me of engaging in some sort of psychological trick to get the names, and I'm like, I'm being a scholar asking for your sources. and it was a big thing. Now the problem was for me is I was like planning a video on minimal witnesses or minimal facts. Like I was planning that, but I ended up getting in this controversy, and like so I'm coming back to this video and I'm like, can I salvage this thing? And I think I'm going to try to do it. But I want to do a video of why minimal facts has always been flawed. And no matter what Habermas does, he can't get over these flaws. And so that's kind of that. So Jabbermas. Let's see, it was Jabber the Hutt, Jabbermas, Habermas. Yeah. But yeah, it was a great moment. for us last year. So after the mass, there you go, there you go. But yeah, the evidence is on the book. Like there was a lot of moments in it, like because they were talking about how many pages they had, and how heavy the books were, and all this evidence for the resurrection, and they're just talking about how many pages it is and how heavy it is. And I'm like, is it good evidence? Like, I don't give a damn how many pages you have or how many citations you have. Are they good citations? Is it good evidence? And yeah, yes, minimal facts versus non-existence facts. And so it ended up being a real drama thing. And all along, Earl is like doing all this great artwork with it. And this is kind of a big, I think we should make this into a mural on the side of a wall somewhere, Earl, to commemorate the drama of last year. So there's that. But yes, Haberwocky, there we go. So, but yes, it was so yes, but do you have evidences? Yes. But it was just so good. Yes, Fags is a petite Wookiee. Yes, that's one of the nice touches of it. Because like we had, let's see, every once in a while I bring up the unholy trinity, and there's another unholy trinity in here somewhere. But yeah, we ended up having a really good time. Oh, there it is. There we go. The unholy in a different form. And so Earl is doing a lot of this great Star Wars styled artwork. It was great stuff. So, but I wanted to get back to this video that I was doing right. I was getting ready to do right before all the drama started. And I'm like, well, damn it. So, so, hey, Evan, thanks, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there has to be, but I would see if we're going to have a proper cult, Earl, we got to put stuff in stone, quite literally. The only way you get your religious beliefs to survive the centuries is put them into stone somewhere. I'm not sure where, but there you go. Yes, it's 3P Earl. There you go, C3P Earl. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's like it was a great moment. You can't carve. You can't carve. I'm just saying, like there's like the reason the Egyptian gods have survived so well is they're like in rock. Like so but yeah, but that was a great moment. That's the story. It was just me, Apologia. I had a very long email conversation with Paul at the time, Paul Ents, and it was a great, refreshing moment. He's a great guy. Like I was glad I had that moment with him because it's with Paul. I now see him differently when he does a video. Like he's a real person. Like he's not just a YouTube star. So it's to me. So I think it was a good moment for me because a lot of the emails were going back and forth, were expressing his frustration. You don't always see that on his videos, but it was a good moment. So, but yeah, I wanted to get that video out. So put it in stone and color it in Sharpie. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, crucified you really facts up. Yes. I see a little bit of it, Evan. That piece took over complete. I could barely move by the time I finished. I'm very proud of that one. Yeah, like you should be. Like this is good stuff, Earl. Like this was like it drew in the Star Wars thing, and if you don't know, like Paul Ince was involved in some of the Star Wars stuff, so that it was an easy reference to make. And so, but yeah, the Habermas, Jabbermas, it was an easy connection to make, but it was good stuff. It's still one of our finer moments, Earl. We need to have more. Put a pic of my second tattoo in the Discord before I skid out for real. Talked out for now. All right. See you later, Evan. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, So now I'm back to that video. So yeah, yeah, it is good artwork. Like, see, Earl, I told you you're a good artist. You're very, very good. Like you can see some of the others. Like she's reused this stuff for the movie night too. See, there you go. But yeah, because you can see it. Like there's Rancor Seekers off to the side, and that Fangs is there's some stuff there that you can see that she's reused and cleaned up, and it's good stuff. So, oh yeah. Uh, but yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, see, the real problem, like the subject for today is how do you handle your family, and I just want to show them Earl's artwork. Well, yeah, like it. I just like, yeah. See this, like that. One of the things with my family, and it does bother me at times. Like they always wonder what I'm doing. Like I go to work at the world's largest brick and mortar Walmart, and I come home. Like, what else are you doing, Dad? And it's like, well, I got asked that yesterday. What are you up to? By my oldest son. He gave me a call, wished me happy birthday and all that. And I'm like, well, as soon as I get done with you, I got to talk to my therapist, and then I have this, 7 day, 5 day a week broadcast that I do, and it's kind of a difficult discussion to have with my son. Um, but because he used to be an atheist and now he's a believer again, but I don't know why, and I don't really want to bring it up. So, you like the evil gremlin? Yeah, that was good. I think she improved on the Gremlins. I think that's good. I also like the beret on Cranky. That's a good touch. See, Cranky is like this, the elder god. He's an artist at being an elder god. I kind of like that with the lightning bolt and all that jazz. That's a good one. I appreciate that. Little touches like that make me smile. Fangs with popcorn. That's good. The fact that there's a tooth hiding behind Jessica Earl there is a nice touch too. Good stuff. Yeah, my family. Yeah, it's a good touch. Like there's a lot of touches there. Like there's a lot of good stuff. She's cleaned up me over the year too. Like the original stuff of the Rabid Atheist as the night elf has been good. Went and organized your photos in art lab. Now I have a design for all my assets I like to use frequently. I have 270 currently, which is pretty cool. It is pretty cool, Earl. Like, see, this is the kind of stuff you can do, and it's like I don't know if other people notice the touches, but like it's a vintage movie night, but you've got the old VHS thing sitting there. It's a nice touch. It really is. Like there's little things. The fact that you reuse the Rancor and put a top hat on him, like there's just a lot of stuff there that's really good. Yeah, that's like I don't know. I think a lot of us in the fluff are night owls, so it's kind of that way. It's not even the update. Yeah, it's not the updated one. Like I wanted to show this one because I think it brings out the art pretty well too. Yes, indeed, VH myths and memories. With close family, I find it best to let them bring stuff up, and if they don't, I don't. I've earned the name professor with my family, and when I've had to use it for facts and logic. So, see, chef's kiss. There you go. See, see. Yeah, I know you made it better. I Yesterday, Earl, the reason I didn't celebrate my birthday on my actual birthday is I knew it was going to be absolute chaos. Like from the time I got home from work in the morning till I broadcasted last night, there was no breaks between sleeping and doing all the things I need to do and talking with my family and all that. It was just, yeah. But chef's kiss, yes. More head pats, yep. Yeah, facts and logic don't work with your family. Yeah, I using facts and logic sometimes isn't the answer because the reason people stay in the faith is emotional. You have to sometimes deal with that too. So, what I now, silly person? Hmm. Yeah, belated. We'll celebrate tomorrow. I have a stream tomorrow, and that's what we're doing. So we're gonna celebrate my birthday tomorrow. But like yesterday was just a mess. So, yeah, I'm like, man, facts and logic are for nerds. Um, I think it gets them to think, but I stayed with the faith for a lot more emotional reasons. And so that's why I say the relationship with your family is important if you're trying to discuss this stuff with them. Like if you have a bad relationship with somebody in your family, they're not going to listen to you anyway. So you got to go through the door of like familial love and stuff like that. So oh, there's that. See, I need to get a chef's hat now. Nerds are better than fundies. Yeah, that's probably true. But yeah, I've never. I don't think I've ever convinced anybody with facts and logic. It's more of a you got to get them to consider the emotional attachment to their faith. Update all the art, including all your memes, with updated fangs with his ear fix. So plan some time to switch them out. Okay. Um, yeah. Like when you start giving them to me, I'll have to open a new file folder as updated, and then I can put anything you send me in an updated file. So just let me know when you're going to start and start sending them, Earl, and I will definitely do that because I have things like I have the old file folder of your original stuff that you when you first sent it to me, and I have an all cleaned up kind of file where you've cleaned stuff up and given me. But if you're going to do another round, I'll open up a completely new file folder for that. So 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 just let me know when something's updated, and I will do that because I love how you clean stuff up too. It makes it look like this is. I know you have the better one, but this is so like when you sent me this. This was so good. I'm like, it really feels a little vintagey. Like your atmospheric effects were really good. So so trying to get my dad to acknowledge modern medicine, but he hasn't experienced in his mid 20s. That will not allow it. Okay. Meant isn't meant to be a put down because I don't use common sense. Arguments they love to throw out. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. Spare facts and logic, not emotions. Yeah, I don't know. Like emotion attachment is deep. It is. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll just make a new tab for it and just let me know, and I'll start dumping them in that file too. But I have a pretty good. I don't know. There's a nice chronicle of your artwork that I have. It's very good. So, Revenge of the Fundies. I don't know. See, I don't. It isn't like the first video. The first movie night is Dogma, by the way. If you're into Dogma, so it's an old movie now. I hate to say that it's an old movie. Yeah, I review Professor as a compliment. You love the Jack Sorens. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. See, I missed some of those things. And Cult to Pravda folder. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's an oldie but a goodie. I like Dogma. Very interesting cast of characters, and some you have to like. I think George Carlin's in that one. I'm like, man, that's gonna be rough on me. Let's see, who else is in that that's gone? Oh, yeah, Rickman. He's in that one of Die Hard and Harry Potter fame, but he's also in Dogma. Some of your best, some of the best ones. Yeah, he had asthma and on currents on that MDs were stumped, and he came across an alternative dog at the time that gave him not breathing right and gave him exercise to do it. They worked. Okay. No, I did not see his post about his kitty. Did his kitty go? Like, is it not? Oh, that's gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry, Earl. Yeah, yeah. Rickman was one of the greats. Like I miss him so much already. It's like there's a lot of actors that are gone, and I just miss them. Like they just miss them. So no, it's not black and white. The art exhibit is the revenge. Nah, but I didn't hear about Asho's kitty. Man, sorry to hear about that. Robin Williams is a hard one for me too. Um, I miss him. Like I get it. Like you know, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for Azo too. I'll have to reach out to him today or tomorrow. See how he's doing. He comes around every once in a while, Earl, and says hello. But I know he goes through it a lot, so I do miss him. But yeah, I can't. I have a hard time with Robin Williams because I get emotional about it. I really do. Um, I have literally laughed so much because of his stuff. Like every movie he was in made me laugh or cry or something. Because it's not just that he was good at comedy; he was also a good dramatic actor. Like he had some props there. So yeah, if Aso shows up, yeah, definitely be gentle. Um, Aso's a good guy. Like I've known him for quite a while. He's the oldest member of this channel, so he's the very first one that said, "Hey, I kind of like this rabid atheist guy. I'll give him some of my money every month." And I'm like, it was a moment that kept me going. So, like at that moment, I was ready to throw up my hands and start something else. But he's the one that said, "Hey, I really like your stuff. Hang in there." And it was a good moment. So it's not that old. Or are you in denial, Michael? So the link to the Discord, let's see, Earl can post that up here in the chat. I think I don't have it readily available, but it's also permanently in the description of every one of every one of my streams and videos. So at least the more recent ones. So you can get it there. I know it's been in all the links. So, but I don't have it readily with me right now. Yeah, there it is. There you go. But yeah, there's the Discord link. So you're more than welcome to join. We try to create a community, like a people of like mind and based on the fluffle of fangs, and we try to have a good time, get a few laughs in the middle of our troubled world. So and yeah, movie night out is one of those things we're trying to do. David Frank and Jim Carrey are my heroes growing up. You tried to be like them? Yeah. That's not a bad group of people. Like Robin Williams was known for being a pretty good dude. Like he was not. It wasn't like he suffered with depression majorly, and so that's how he dealt with it, was making people laugh because he knew how it. He said it once, like I know how it feels to be miserable and how valuable somebody making me laugh has been. So I try to do it for others. Jim Carrey, he's turned out to be a little weird, but I've always loved his work. Like so, Yes, all hail the fluffle. You're trying to be the opposite of your dad. Oh, some of us. My dad died too young, so I still deal with that. I had some friends at work lost their father recently, and I'm like, that brought up a lot of memories for me. Wanted to be like Harrison Ford. Now you're old and grumpy. Yeah. No. But yeah. We're all getting there. Trying to be your mom. Oh no, Martin. I think you're in trouble with that comment. It's a complex relationship. Yeah, I know. Like it's my relationship with my mother. Um, I love her. I think the world of her, but I do not want to. I don't want to breach the subject of religion and faith and Christianity and getting saved by Jesus. I just don't want those topics. So I was talking to Robin earlier about this, and it's one of those things. Like it's I feel what she's saying. I feel what she's laying down. Oh, it's one of those moments. Yeah, the thing about Robin Williams' death, it caused me to rethink a few things. Like it really did. Like it's because I don't believe in a hell or a heaven. I guess I can kind of look at what he did and I can kind of understand it, but at the same time, I don't want to completely understand it, at least not yet. I hope everybody understands what I'm saying there, but it's like, what do you do when you're facing something that you know is going to make you worse over time and it's not going to get better? So, how much enjoyment of life can you get? And he was already like a big depression sufferer anyway, so I've had to deal with that issue too many times. So, that's how it works with the problem of evil. That's the thing. Like, I've lost track of the number of times that like I want to do some reaction video to somebody taking on the problem of evil lately, but it's like they still they the simple truth of the matter is most theists don't present the problem of evil. It's a complex relationship. You're right about that. They soft soap it, dummy it down, and water it down. So there you go. But yeah, it's funny. It is funny. It is a complex relationship. Oh man. Oh, this is why I love my chat. You guys are funny. You guys are hilarious, and it keeps me going. Trust me, I've had my days where I've not been doing well, and I come here and you guys make me laugh, and it's much better. A bit thinking about converting to EO, but haven't taken the leap. Do I have an elevator pitch for atheism? That's a very interesting question. I've never really thought about pitching atheism. To me, atheism is just, I look at all the claims for gods and I just don't see any of them being valid. I feel like atheism is actually the default position until you're taught something else or indoctrinated into something else. I can't offer you an afterlife scenario because there isn't one. I can offer you a very realistic, real way of looking at life, I think, but I'm not sure that's related to atheism, more as just discarding the God beliefs. So, um, but I don't know. I don't really have an elevator pitch for atheism. I guess I have like there's an intellectual honesty that comes with it. Like I don't think that somebody's coming to bail me out. I don't think, if I'm going to do something for myself, I gotta do it myself, and I can't wait for the white knight to come and rescue me anymore. So yeah, that's uh, so it's one of those things. Like I just don't think there's an elevator pitch for it. I can't offer you like goodies. What I can offer you is a little bit of intellectual honesty and perhaps some ways of looking at the world that are more realistic than running to mythology, like, finding ways to actually solve problems. Like, a good example for me was getting off the prayer roller coaster of not being able to get over certain issues in my life or deal with them effectively, and getting into therapy, secular therapy. And next thing I know, I'm doing a lot better. I get the diagnosis that I'm autistic and hypersensitive, and all of a sudden I start managing that stuff better, and I feel a lot better. So 40 years of being a Christian, not very much good effect. A few years of therapy, a lot more progress. So, I mean, if you want to deal with it, so there you go. But I don't have an elevator pitch. That's just like, to me, atheism is just, I don't believe in God, default. And then you kind of look at life differently, I guess. It influences your worldview, but it can't be one. So, yeah, depression and me are old friends. Started shaking its hand lately. Yeah, if you believe in them, why? Like, that's more the issue with atheism. I don't know if there's an elevator pitch for it. Like, I'm not trying to convert people to atheism. It seems like that's where you're going to end up if you actually consider the claims that people make about gods and gods. That's where you're going to end up. So, yeah, I mean, meditation can help calm you down. Like, I still meditate, but there's nothing spiritual about it. So, so well, yeah, I mean, Jackie brings up another good point about atheism. It really kicks the living shit out of your idea of authoritative ethics. You actually have to start thinking about your ethics. So, the idea of controlling others through authority kind of goes out the window. So, well, there you go. You just keep considering. But yeah, I don't have an elevator pitch for you, Brian. I just don't. I'm to me, once I consider all the claims of and I was deeply a Christian, I was a pastor and all that stuff. And once I rejected Christianity and I started looking at other faiths as their alternatives, it's like they all have the same inherent problem to me: lack of evidence. So there you go. And you just kind of end up here. Yeah, we should have truth that's falsifiable. Yeah, that's one of those things. Everyone's born an atheist until they're taught otherwise. I think that's very true. So, well, unfortunately, I have to end because I have to go to work. If you want to come back, tomorrow's my birthday stream at 7 o'clock too. So, and I'll probably be in a jovial mood. And I, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's fine. Like, but yeah, I got like 5 minutes and I got to sign off. So, yeah, I have a reputation for being chill, I guess. So, but yeah, I'm not going to scream down your throat or anything. Like, I welcome honest, genuine questions. So, but yeah, I got to sign off here in a few minutes. So, because I got to go to work, but you're always welcome. You're always welcome to come by and ask questions. I always will take time for people who are asking questions about their faith. So I always try to anyway. So I'm on Monday through Friday. So anytime you have time to stop by, you're welcome. Monday through Friday, 7 o'clock Eastern. And so you are always welcome to come back and ask your questions. So if you want to make one in your house, yeah. Yeah, there's also the Discord too, Brian. We have a Discord in there, so if you want to come by and yeah, you can do that. Yeah, just try to catch another string. Okay, you can try to catch a string. So, okay, but yeah, so I'm always willing to stop whatever nonsense is happening in the fluffle here to to deal with serious stuff. So there you go. Yes, genuine questions are always welcome. Always. So I unfortunately I get a few people that aren't here to be genuine. So unfortunately. All right. Well, I do have to leave, guys. I do have to work. It is my Friday night though, so it's the last day of work for the week. And the other positive thing is it hit 40 some degrees today, so the snow is melting. So I might have an easier trip to work. So thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate all of you guys. Tomorrow we will be doing my birthday celebration. Ike will be with me. The lovely, every wonderful, laughing which our Lord naps. I killed Earl will be with us, and I think I may open up the stream for everybody, for a few people to jump in if they want to. We'll see. It's kind of I want to experiment with that a little bit on Fridays too. So we'll see that if we do that. But I'm going to celebrate my birthday then. It'll be a couple days late, but I'd rather celebrate it where I don't have to run off to work. So I appreciate that. So, but thanks everybody for stopping by. I just want to give special thanks to, let's see, Martin and Cranky, the wonderful elder gods. I want to thank Evan for being a member for 13 months. Thank you very much. And Josh, thanks. Thank you very much. Appreciate all of you for your donations. Keeps the streaming alive without ads. Like, so there you go. No weirdos for us are weirdo. There you go. There you go. I know. It depends. I don't think that'll happen though. It'll get you banned. Yeah, yeah, dude. I feel for you. Depression is a constant thing for me. Like it is one of the things I deal with. So, but yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for stopping by. May fangs nibble on all of your hearts. May he purify your vegetables from religious corruption with his pointy teeth. May you always have the opportunity to commune with fangs and look into those big, wonderful eyes and feel all the warm fuzzies that you need to feel. Make sure you leave a circumcised carrot out for fangs on top of your stash. It is the one way that might work in keeping your stash safe from fangs stealing it. So you might decide to take the circumcised carrot, the most holy of vegetables, and instead of your stash. So it's worth a try. Nom nom and all of that. May you make sure you like wiggle your noses as your fellow fluffers. So there you go. There you go. But yes, we all love baby fangs. I always have to have an excuse to put up baby fangs now, Earl. I do. So there's that. But appreciate all of you. As always, folks, live your best life. You only get one go around and then it's over. So you want to take all your time, your money, your opportunities and give them to yourself, the people that you love and care for, and to make this a better world. You'll be happier if you do. And don't waste them on the trappings of religion and faith. That's a dead end. I speak from experience. And as always, folks, thanks for stopping by. And I'll see you all again tomorrow for the special birthday stream. And I'll see you then. Appreciate all of you. And I'll catch you next time. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end to find out how you can support the channel better. Of course, there's always the normal notions of just hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell, and share the video with your friends and family that you think would be interested. That's always very appreciated. If you want to support the channel in a more tangible way, there's several options. You can super chat or super thanks in the comments or during a stream. Those are always very welcome. But you also can become a member of the channel. Members have certain perks like getting the videos early, things like that. They also have some good custom emojis during chat. So all of these things are good benefits to members, but they also support this channel and its work to continue to normalize atheism and deconversion, for which I'm very appreciative. It keeps me going, and it keeps me as a content creator being able to do more and more as a content creator. So if you choose those methods of support, thank you very much. And I appreciate you once again for staying to the end and listening to other ways that you can support the channel. Appreciate it. Thanks, and I'll catch you next time.